हम तोड़ गए जब तुम झुकी, तब से तुम नजर में आ रुकी। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जाना। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जाना। हम तो उड़ गए, उड़ गए, उड़ गए। ऐसी अजनबी थी आपसी कि हमसे ना कभी कोई आपसी। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जाना। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, अब तो होना है वही जो बनाए जाना। हम तो उड़ गए, उड़ गए, उड़ गए। हम तो हैं समय, हम तो हैं ज़मी, हमसे ना कभी। हम तो हैं समय, हम तो हैं ज़मी, हमसे ना कभी। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, हमसे ना कभी। हम तो हो गए समा, धीरे धीरे था लम्हा, हमसे ना कभी।
है अपना दिल तो आवारा, न जाने किस पे आएगा। है अपना
दिल की धड़कन से तो आए जाना, हमारे सब के हो जाए आना। इस तर धोरे तो कैसे सोए जाना, इस तर धोरे लो लो लोरी सुनाना। दिल की धड़कन से तो आए जाना, हमरे सब के हो जाए आना। कभी कभी तो हमसे घबराना, सभी को तुम ही समझाना। अभी अभी तो हमने ही जाना, तू कायना 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 दिल की धड़कन से तो आए जाना मेरी सबकी हो जाए आना इस तरह भरे तो कैसे सोए.
Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this workshop. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Let's get started. We have got 93 participants. We'll get started. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Saurabh. I've been an analytics professional for more than 7 years. I have experience working with General Motors and Marks and Spencer organization, and I work with global procurement and supply chain division, as well as the incentive and pricing department. More recently, I've been working with a e-commerce retailer, and the tech stack that I use is SQL, Redshift SQL for data procurement, Excel and R for data modeling and data preparation. And for visualization, I've been using AWS QuickSight as well as Tableau. In my current org, I've been helping a lot of folks who are from non-data background, and I've helped them move into the data side of things thanks to this course, as well as I've been conducting more than 100 interviews over the course of time, 50 in my current and 50 in my past. And I've also trained close to around 1,700 individuals professionally. And the statistics is going up now. It will be 1826 as we complete this topic. I see there are few chats. There are few chats around audio is not working. Can you confirm if you are able to hear me? Yes, okay. Thanks for confirming. Now let's move to the next section as to how do we work on with this session, right? So I'll share a link in the chat box. You need to use your username. So it is learn.skillnation.in. I see there are a few questions coming in. We will reserve the questions in the later part. Let's just get the logistics under the way. Let's understand how we can use the tool. Please reserve the question for the last part. Is the link accessible? Yes. The login credential is ba@123. That's the password. I'll paste it again. It is small ba@123. Username would be a registered ID. I see Rajesh who has commented it's working for him. Yeah, Nandini, thanks for confirming. No problem, Sagar. Post this session, I think we can help you get login. A lot of folks are saying good to go. Thank you. So yeah, so let's go over the steps of this workshop as well, right? So in the step one, you would be able to learn on your own during the video modules for the first 4 days. So at 12 p.m. on every day, let's say tomorrow is day one for you. So at 12 p.m. at 12 a.m. tonight, the videos will go live. You can access them for the day one. Post that in the second session, that is day 2 as well as day 4, I would be there from 9 to 10 to take your questions as well as answer some of the questions that may have arose during session 1, session 2, and session 3. And finally, as a step 3, there would be a mega webinar on Sunday where we'll have a test along with a graded scale for you. So all the learnings that we get during the video modules as well as live interactive sessions, we will utilize that and have a session specifically planned, and we'll have a hands-on workshop. So we will be able to get a certificate post that. And there are few freebies as well along with this session. All that bonus content will also be distributed on the last day. So I'll come to that. Let me just quickly check if, yes, the recordings of this session will be available for next 15 days. Yeah, and let's now hop on, right? I'll hop on this portal along with you, so we can go over how the structure is going to look like. So the recordings will be available on this portal itself. So this is your learning management system. It will show you how much progress you have made through it. Like I said, at 12 a.m. today, the first day's video modules will get unlocked. There are 7 sessions. We will first introduce the business analytics, the definition part of it. I know some of you would already be well versed. So if you are already familiar with some topics, you can skip that part. The next up, we have broken down the various stages in a business analytics project. We will have all 6 stages lined up, and we also have illustrated as to what a specific module is going to look like. In day 2 modules, you will have data procurement and data preparation. I see some of you are commenting that you are new to this topic. So yes, the topic have been laid down for someone who is entirely new to the business analytics. And how long you will have access? 14 days post the workshop. I'll take all of your questions, so I request you to reserve it. How many hours it will be per day? It will be roughly 1 hour's worth of content, and on Sunday we will have like 2 to 3 hours mega webinar. So on day 2, you can go over the structure of this course at your own leisure and come back to me if you have any questions. Okay, now let's hop back to the PPT. So at the end of the workshop, you would be getting 4 additional freebies. First, you would have a financial planning template that will have inputs like how the PPF structure should be looking like. It will have automated inputs around your shareholding size, and it will consolidate your portfolio. There are additional tabs that account for your input around the salaries, the taxes that you have incurred, so on and so forth. So there would be cuts like liquidity added to the entire database, so you can play around with that. Then for your interview preparation, we also have SQL questionnaire ready, which you can take a look at during the last day of the workshop. Then in order to help you with all the projects, you will also get a cheat sheet. It will have inputs around SQL, Excel shortcuts, the visualization, best practices, all of that lined up. And finally, there would be one more template on exercise tracking as well as calorie intake. So let's also understand as to how you could make the best use of this course, right? So this will be like a 1 week long workshop. So the time you will be spending during these 5 days will help you understand what it takes to go through a business analytics project and how we typically approach solving problems for our clients with data. You will be able to understand what a typical day looks like in the life of a business analyst. And if you like what's ahead, you can then make a decision and commit to it or explore other options. So I'll take the questions now. Okay. So Sachin has asked, I have 8 years experience in sales and working as an area sales manager, how this course will be beneficial to me. So Sachin, if you are interested in knowing what business analytics is, or what are the roles and responsibilities and what tasks typically go into a business analytics project, this course will be useful for you. In case in future, if you change your mind, you can always refer to this course and make the best out of it. Akash Kumar has asked, I am a working professional and attended many classes of Skill Nation. Again, requesting you, post availability should be 30 days. So Akash, I'll share an email ID with you. I'm a trainer here. So the logistic related part could be taken up by Skill Nation, but I'll pass on your request to them. Let me just share the email ID with you as well, right? If you have any questions around the logistics part of it, Skill Nation will definitely look into it. Himanshu has asked, what is the total hours of video? So the 4 days worth of content would be around 3.5, 4 hours. And on Sunday, we'll have 2 to 3 hours worth of content again. So roughly speaking, you have roughly 6 to 7 worth of content here, Himanshu. Mahesh Jadhav has said that I've joined 7 minutes late. I think we are recording the session, Mahesh, don't worry, we'll pass it on. We have essentially covered the instructions around how you can access to the learning management system and went over the freebies that we have offered for you. Where do we get the login credentials? John has asked. John, I'll mention them again. So user ID is essentially your email ID and login credentials are ba@123. But those will be shared again with you. Sandhya has asked, can a person with 16 years of experience crack a business analyst role? I see fresher also cracking BA roles. Currently, I'm working as a manager for data engineering team. Absolutely, Sandhya. I think what I've seen business analyst aspirants do is they focus more on the visualization as well as data procurement aspect skill like SQL and Tableau more often, and they tend to lose some focus of problem solving skills. So it's important that you have a good balance of both, and that's why the first module that we have got focuses more on what are the various stages of a typical business analytics project. So over there is a lot of factor analysis, something that is beyond the technical skills. So if you enhance those skills, you will definitely be able to crack a role. Along with good communication skill, if you have the tech stack for data procurement, the data visualization, and data modeling up and ready, I don't think anybody will stop you from cracking a job for business analyst. Kedresh is saying, I have exams now. Can I start watching after 2 weeks? Will I get the recording after 14 days? That is something that is currently not possible, Kedresh, but you can make a request to the email ID I'll pass on. Maybe they will take care of your exception. Praveen says, do the bonus contents are accessible for lifetime? No, there is no time constraint to the bonus content. You can have that for lifetime. The time restriction is around the video portal. Suraj is saying, will it be helpful for a person who is pursuing company secretary? No, I don't think so. This is solely for someone who is interested in the analytics side of the business. Will we get, Venkatesh has asked, will we get a workshop certificate at least? Yes, absolutely. You will be getting that. Bipasa has asked, can anyone from any educational background become business analyst? If you look at a typical business analyst position on LinkedIn, Bipasa, what you will notice is they would request you to have at least the bachelor's degree. So if you have bachelor's degree in, let's say, either the commerce side of the things or the MBA side of the BBA side of the things or the engineering, you should be good from a educational background standpoint. And there are few startups as well who don't even look for the educational background. There are few openings there as well. Ajay Prabhu has asked, will this course be enough to start as a BA in IIT company? Yes, absolutely, Ajay. There are few consultants who were customer service agents. They were able to transition into the role of BA by pursuing the skills which are necessary across these three data layer that I spoke about: the data procurement, the data modeling and data preparation, and third, data visualization. If you club these three tech skills along with problem solving and good communication skill, it should be good enough for you. And we'll talk about that, how a typical project goes on. So you'll be able to get a good gist there. Ikhlas is saying, will there be an exam before we get the certificate? Yes, Ikhlas, ideally, the certificate is independent of the exam, but there will be an exam before the certificate. The next question is, how is data analysis different from a business analyst? So data analysis is essentially somewhat overlapping with the business analysis. Traditionally speaking, business analysis is different than business analytics. The project, the course that you have got is business analytics. So it will be how you can help organization with data-driven decision making. Analysis could be around the competitor analysis, it could be pricing analysis and whatnot. It is very vertical specific, but generally speaking, analytics evolves around how you can use data and help the organizations become more efficient. Next up is, what is the difference between business analyst and business analytics, or are these the same profile? So business analytics is the bigger domain and business analyst is a role that you will find under business analyst. Business analyst is sometimes also known as data analyst or analyst in general. Also, it is sometimes vertical specific too. Let's say you have joined a e-commerce organization and you are working with the category team, then you would not be called a business analyst, but a category analyst instead. And same goes for any product-based company as well. So instead of getting called business analyst or data analyst, you would be called product analyst. So in order to bucket them under a general domain, we are using business analyst as a term, but it is associated with business analytics. Kirti has asked, will the doubt clarifying session be live class and how often will it be conducted? Yes, it will be a live class, Kirti, and it will be conducted twice, on day 2 and day 4 for 1 hour each. Omkar has asked, I am working with TCS. Will it help me in my current organization? If you want to switch from your current role into a data role, then definitely, Omkar, this will be helpful for you. Bipasa, I have addressed your question. Harsh has asked, I only know Excel and I have no knowledge of SQL. Would it be fine? Yes, absolutely, Harsh. We'll be covering the basics of SQL as well as the most important statements and clauses that are typically used. When are we going to receive the access of LMS and bonus worksheet? So bonus worksheets would be made available on the last date. Access to LMS is already there, Kushagra. Your user ID and the password that we spoke about. Siddharth has, I have addressed the question around, can we apply for job? Sir, do you provide any internships? I think the Skill Nation can take up that question. Karthikeya. Soham has asked, I come from a finance cum operations background. Is this workshop helpful for me? Yes, absolutely, Soham. As long as you are interested in moving to a business analyst profile, this workshop would definitely be helpful for you. Vaishnavi has asked, I am a PMO planning to shift as BA. Can this course help me with my requirement? So Vaishnavi, this course will give you an overview of how a business analytics project looks like. It will start off with the data procurement, data analysis, so on and so forth at various stages. And we'll focus on the SQL, Excel, and visualization skills that would be necessary for the role. Rahul has asked, can you tell me, is it helpful to crack the CBAP certification? Rahul, I'm not aware about CBAP certification. Can you clarify? Stuti, yes, you will be getting the recording of the sessions. Jamil has asked, I have never used Tableau or SQL. Will this training also give me a hands-on on this to complete this training? Yes, absolutely. You would be getting hands-on sessions on SQL. Tableau is a separate tool. I don't think this particular course will cover the Tableau aspect, but we'll go over the user stories as well as the visualization 101s, which are essentially crucial for Tableau as well. So that portion will be covered in this workshop. Bonus is also accessible for only 14 days. I just want to move to HR profile to BA profile. Is it suggested to move from HR to BA? Arvind, I think I've answered this question. Regardless of what your current profile is, if you have the basic education qualification and if you are interested in moving to a data profile, then this workshop will be helpful for you. Harsh has asked, hello sir, do we need to download software like Tableau or SQL? No, Harsh, that will not be necessary. We will be using online compilers to write the codes. And I'll also share all the resources that I've been using as a data professional myself during the sessions. So don't worry about that. Amog has asked, I'm currently an analyst and I'm planning to switch my role to BA. Will this course will be helpful? Yes, absolutely, Amog. I have addressed this. This is a business analytics workshop, Brevard. Navya has asked, I'm currently studying MBA second year BA. How will it be useful for me? I've just covered the key components as to what all would be there. Bipasa, I have answered your question. Can anyone from any educational background become business analyst? So you should have at least a bachelor's degree. Sudhir has asked, what is the difference between associate business analyst and business analyst? It is very organization specific, Sudhir. Generally speaking, you start off with an analyst position. You will be working with a specific domain like I spoke about. If you work with the pricing team, you will be a pricing analyst. If you are working with the product team, you will be a product analyst. If you are working with the category team, it will be a category analyst instead. So the job titles may not mean so much, but the responsibilities will stay the same. It's just the team name which is making the difference. Is this a non-tech and management enthusiast should opt for? So this is a non-tech role primarily, but a management enthusiast should definitely be opting for. Suraj has again asked, will it be helpful for a person who is pursuing company secretary? So I'm not sure about the responsibilities that are needed to be a company secretary, Suraj. What you can do is perhaps I've listed down the responsibilities, and in the workshop, we'll cover how the ideal resume should look like. So on the final day, maybe you can assess. Next up is Sunday recording. Would it be available in case we miss it? So Ashutosh, the Sunday's session will not be recorded. You can reach out to Skill Nation. They would be able to address that query. Again, bonus content, yes, it will be available for lifetime. Anuj has asked, could you please tell how one can shift a career into business analytics in India and abroad, and what is its scope? So you are a mechanical engineer with the experience of about 3 years. So I think you have cleared the educational background qualification that's needed, Anuj, already. All you need to do is be good with the 3 data stacks that I spoke about, understand how you can go about the data procurement, understand and be decent with the data modeling and data preparation part. You can use Excel or Python, whatever you are comfortable with. And on the visualization layer, you can pick up any visualization platform like Power BI, Tableau, QuickSight, and also know how you can set up quick dashboards in Excel. Omkar has asked, I'm working with TCS. Will it help me in my current organization? Yes, Omkar, if you plan to switch to a data analyst or business analyst role, then this workshop will be important. Vishal has asked, I'm eyeing for a product customer support and Jira attracted to this course. I hope this is in the course. Jira is not there in the course. You can clarify, Vishal. Kartikeya has asked, sir, do you provide any internships? I don't think this workshop provides any internship, Kartikeya. Amir has asked, I'm from non-IT background, but I have knowledge of SQL, Power BI, Excel, Tableau. Is it possible to enter into business analytics domain? Absolutely, Amir. Along with these technical skills, you should also have some exposure on the problem solving ability and just focus on the communication and you should be good. Tamil Selvan has asked, I am a warranty manager. How should I see this course to apply in my work area? Tamil Selvan, if you are interested in moving to a data analyst or data profile, then this course will be helpful for you. Yes, Kushagra, I'll be sending the email in the group. Just give me a moment. For those who have questions around the logistics of the workshop, right? Let me share that with you. It is hello@skillnation.in. I'll also paste it in the chat box. I'll again paste this in case it gets spam. Shakira has asked, what is an average salary of a BA? That information is available publicly, Shakira. You can go over Glassdoor. You should be able to find that. It depends on the kind of org you're working with and how much years of experience do you have. Stuti, you can drop your question again. Kushagra has asked, yeah, sure, Kushagra will do so. Mayank has asked, I'm a Salesforce developer. Will this help me become a Salesforce BA? No, this is a generalist BA kind of workshop, Mayank. So it is not a technology specific workshop. Shravanan has asked, I am a working HR manager with 15 plus years of experience. Will BA boost my career? Shravanan, if you are interested in moving to a data analyst role or business analyst role, then this workshop will be useful for you. You already have some credible 15 years worth of experience packed under your profile. Data analyst, if you are pursuing, then it will add value. How easy or difficult will it be to shift from development role to a BA role? Stuti has asked me. I don't think if you are good with the developer profile, I think this will be like a cakewalk for you because SQL is not so difficult to grasp. And the other soft skills around the problem solving are more around the communication skills. So it should be fairly easy for you, Stuti. Sandhya has asked, what help can we get for interview preparation and resume building? So I'll be sharing a resume, sample resumes with you as to what an ideal business analyst job application resume should be looking like. And interview preparation can be done with the SQL questions. Vinay Kumar, you have asked, will there be any job assistance regarding our transition to BA role from the current role? You can utilize this workshop and the questionnaire, Vinay, but I don't think there would be a one-on-one job assistance from this workshop. Yeah, Kaushal, please send in your question. Karthik Vijay said, I have a background of quality analyst with bachelor's in psychology. I also have 8 years worth of experience in corporate sector and recently achieved my Six Sigma black belt. Will I still be able to apply BA in IT or customer service sector with good salary? So Karthik Vijay, for the salary part, you can look at Glassdoors. On the application part, if you have a bachelor's degree in psychology, as you have mentioned, I think you are good with the education background. What you need is you need to have the technological skills like SQL for data procurement. For the visualization, there should be one platform that you must have learned, and your Excel should be clubbed along with any scripting language, and you should be good. Shravanana has asked again, how different is HRBP role to a BPA, business analyst? So HRBP is a traditional human resource management role, whereas business analyst role is completely different, Shravanan. Kaushal has asked, I am a fresher and I'm pursuing my final year of BTech right now. So learning or going through this workshop, are there any suggestions or tip you can give to a fresher who is new to the industry? So I would say in this course, right, you will be able to make up your mind whether analytics is it for you or not, whether you would be interested in pursuing the kind of task you would be getting if you pick up a business analytics project. So this workshop would be useful in that sense, Kaushal, since you are a final year student. Vinash has asked, do we get certificate for this workshop? Yes, absolutely, Vinash will be getting that. Satish Kumar has asked, without any knowledge on programming, can I get into this course? So we will be covering the basics of SQL, Satish Kumar, that's the programming language we'll be covering here. And Excel doesn't need programming. So typically speaking, you should be good to apply the learnings right away using SQL and basic Excel. Do we get to work in real-time projects? Sagaroka, I don't think that's a scope that is under the scope of this workshop. Sachin has asked, as I have experience in sales with 8 years, will my past experience will count? Generally speaking, it's a relevant experience, Sachin. So perhaps if you can do a particular project in analytics, then that will help. Stuti has asked, will this workshop cover business case studies? Yes, absolutely. On day 4, we'll be covering one business case study. Praveen has asked, what would be your additional course suggestions along with the BA workshop to crack a BA job? Praveen, I will have all those details available during the last day of the workshop. Yes, Arshada, this will be helpful for finance students as well. Let's say you join a finance management or finance managers team, then as a finance analyst, this course should be helpful for you too. Nirmal, you have mentioned that you are playing a role of project manager. So a role of a project manager vastly differs from what we do as a business analyst. So you can perhaps look at the traditional responsibilities that are expected out of a business analyst and see if this workshop is helpful for you. That will save some of your time instead of enrolling. Okay, we are at 9:35. I'll take up the last few questions. If you have any questions, Skill Nation will be there to address that. Shakir has asked, Power BI is an important for business analysis. Are we going to get any knowledge of it in the course? No, Power BI is not a part of this course, but if you get the basics of visualization, understand how the aggregation should be done, I think regardless of what platform you are using, it will be applicable. Ali has asked traditional business analyst course. I'm not sure what do you mean by traditional analytics course, Ali. You can reach out to Skill Nation and they will be addressed to. They will be able to address your question. John has asked, I'm working as an assistant manager for account department in financial company, but my job is mainly IT support for software data corrections in our core banking software. To implement new models also is a good career for me. My age is 36 now. So regardless of your age, John, if you are interested in pursuing a workshop in business analytics, this is for you. Sir, will CA and ACCA student will get help for these sessions? Ashutosh, this is solely for data analytics or business analytics. So I don't think CA or ACCA student, if they are pursuing CA or ACCA knowledge, would get any help from this. Also, for what role and in which company should I apply for business analyst? So you can find the job portals of the company we want to apply for, and the company generally lists their business on Glassdoor, LinkedIn. All those portals generally have the questions. The questions. Anything, I see a lot of questions around the login details. I've already pasted the user ID and the password would be ba@123. If you have any questions around the logistics, the email ID I've pasted above would be helpful for you. Yes, Tasmia. This will be recorded video sessions, and on Sunday there will be a webinar. Anuj has asked, what is the difference between a product analyst and business analyst? So from a responsibility perspective of a domain, right? Business analyst and product analyst requirement as well as responsibilities overlap. A product analyst will be working with the product team where you would be required to design the product metrics for the team. You would be focusing more on the A/B testing part of the business where when you make any changes to the products, when you add a feature or enhance a feature, generally there is estimates expected from you. And once the feature gets launched, you are expected to compute the impact from it and see how far you are from the estimates. So there are some product specific project jobs that you will get, but more or less from a responsibility and tech stack perspective, business analyst and product analyst will not see any difference. Shambhu has asked, I'm a quality manager in manufacturing sector. Is this workshop helpful for me. Shambhu, if you want to move into a data role, then yes, this will be helpful for you. Yes, Nirubal, I'll send. Your email ID is your user ID, and BA small @123 is your password. How is the roadmap or professional ladder for analysts like Anuj has asked an interesting question. So Anuj, you start off with the respective team, right? So I just gave you an example of if you join as a business analyst in a product team, then you have multiple options. You can either grow into a product manager, or you can perhaps switch your career and keep continuing in the analytics. So business analyst typically grows into a senior business analyst. From senior business analyst, you grow to a senior manager. Over there, you should also improve your data science skills. So we'll be managing business analyst, the BI engineers, and data science folks together at a senior management level. And then you have the director, VP, all of those levels unlocked. But if you plan to go into your parent org, let's say you are a category analyst and you want to become a category manager, that path is also open for you. So the business analyst is very open role. It depends on what path you need to carve out. If you are interested in moving into a different data profile altogether, right? So if you acquire those skills, for instance, if you want to become a business intelligence engineer, then you should focus more on the data architecture side of the business and focus more on the visualization skills. If you want to become a data scientist, then you should learn more on the machine learning models and how you can deploy them. So if you acquire the skill, then there is a path for you to carve into that particular direction. I hope that answers. Is there any relation between data scientist and a BA? Kanwanjit has asked. So from a responsibility perspective, the data procurement and the data modeling part is somewhat similar, but from a utility perspective, right, both are consumers of data. Data scientists will essentially use that data and design a machine learning algorithm on top, and that will essentially feed into the systems, whereas BI is more around the analytics side of the things. We focus more on the problem solving. Skill Nation website link. I think all of this information will be shared later on in your personal chat with you guys. I'll also paste the link. Until the course modules are available in the learning portal. Let me check if there are any additional questions. Yeah, on Sunday, the webinar will happen from 1 to 4 p.m. guys. Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. I see a few questions around that. Tasmia, I hope that answers the question. Vanisha has asked, can a business analyst go on to become a product manager, a project manager after working for a few years as an analyst? So project manager or a program manager is a separate skill, Vanisha. But I have seen people in my current org move from business analyst role to a program manager role, not project manager. It is somewhat similar or a sibling profile, and then move into the product manager role as well. But if you want to continue your course in analytics from business analyst, generally people become senior business analyst, lead business analyst, and a senior manager of analysts. Pravina has asked, can we start giving interview after this workshop? So it depends on whether you have acquired the skills, Pravina. We will have a sample resume shared with you during the workshop. Yes, I think they must have, Anush, they must have opened the day one module already. Tomorrow, it essentially tomorrow session. So you can start going through it right now. Okay, we are at 9:45 mark. If there are any questions, you can send those to hello@skillnation and we'll be able to address those. All of you, have a happy new year and see you in the sessions. Thank you everyone for joining. We have got 146 participants. See you in a couple of days. Bye-bye. Will do. I'll accept the invitations.